welcome new members in B2C. This final video for the first chapter of NIC is about consultation meetings and how to do them. So what we will be covering in this video is the basics of a consultation meeting. So what is it? Why do we have them? Then I'm going to have a bit of a simulation. I'm going to give some tips and tricks and then useful resources for the consultation meetings. So what is a consultation meeting? A consultation meeting is when an ISACer, so a member of ISAC, and a sign-up meet face-to-face. This is a time for the sign-up to learn more about ISAC and get support in finding a suitable project for them. To help me illustrate how a CM should be held, I will simulate one with my MC mates, Dinya. So while listening to our conversation, you can try to pick out the phases of a consultation meeting.
So hey, I think you're here to meet me.
Yes.
My name is Camilla.
You're from ISAC?
Yes,
That's
yes.
Good. Yes.
We've been talking on the phone, so
Okay,
Yes.
yes. Good to see you.
yes. How has your day been?
Hey, it was really good, I had 2 exams and I think they both went really well.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah. First, I figured I could just introduce myself, and then you can introduce yourself as well, and then we can talk a little bit about ISAC and stuff, and maybe figure out what kind of opportunities that we can provide you.
Mm-hmm.
So my name is Camilla. I'm a student in the University of Turku. I study French language, and I'm actually also a volunteer in this organization called ISAC that I'm representing right now. I've also been on a global volunteer project before, so I've already had this experience, so I'm really happy to share my experience with you as well if you have any questions.
Mm-hmm.
What about you?
Well, I'm Tinia, as you know, and I am studying social work in Laura University of Applied Sciences. I started in 2018. I'm actually an engineer graduate from automation engineering, but I decided maybe I want to work with people, so I started to study social work.
That's really cool.
Yeah, and I'm kind of interested to see how it would be abroad, like maybe to do something.
Have you traveled a lot, or would this be your first time out of Finland?
I have traveled some, but not really like in work-related things.
Okay. And how did you hear about ISAC?
One of my friends mentioned that there's this opportunity to go for shorter periods for abroad, and then I googled ISAC, and I found that there's actually a lot of opportunities in different countries.
Okay. Yeah, that's true. There is a lot of opportunities because actually ISAC is a global organization, and we're present in over 120 countries and territories, so there's a lot of countries that you can choose from.
So wow.
Yes, and like you mentioned, we also offer these opportunities for students to go abroad because we really believe that having young people go abroad to have this cross-cultural exchange will really allow them to develop their leadership skills, because we as ISAC believe that leadership is what is going to make this world go in a better direction. So we want to provide young people learning experiences, practical experiences abroad, either volunteering or professional internships. So I want to get to know you a bit better, so I can start to understand what kind of projects I could provide you. So you said you studied social work.
Yes.
Why did you decide to make this career change?
I have been volunteering in this organization, and there I realized that I actually want to work with people or for people, that I feel most happy when I'm kind of doing service for other people. And I think that there's a lot of problems in Finland which are related for social work, and I thought that maybe that could be my contribution.
That's really cool. Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
That's a really good question. Maybe in 5 years I would be at least graduated, and I don't know, it would be nice, like I don't really maybe want to have one job, well, like a permanent job immediately. I would rather try different kind of areas and find my place in that way. So I don't know, but at least graduated.
Okay. And you mentioned a little bit something about your contribution to the world. So what is it that you would like to make a change in? Do you have some sort of issue that you really particularly care about?
Yeah, so mainly like here in Finland, I think we lack the community, so people just live alone and get depressed, like elderly people. There's a lot of news about how they are just living alone, and if I think about myself as a retired person. I would not want to live like that. So I think there would be a need for like activities and community for a lot of people.
Yeah, that's a really important issue. Actually, something that Isaac is really engaged with right now is the Sustainable Development Goals. Do you know what they are?
Yeah, I've heard of them.
Yeah, so all of our projects, so all of our global volunteer projects are related to the Sustainable Development Goals.
Okay.
And then a little bit more about Global Volunteer. So that is our volunteering project. As you mentioned before, they are shorter term. Yes, they are. They're around 6 to 8 weeks, so just around 2 months. And these opportunities are currently available in our partner countries, which are Brazil, Costa Rica, Romania, and Taiwan.
Okay.
But like I said, there are other options as well if there is a specific country you want to go to. But these are the countries that we want to work with this year.
Okay, sounds interesting. Never been any of those countries before.
Yes. Maybe we could take a look on isaac.org because we have a lot of cool opportunities. For example, here you can see that you can search opportunities by the location. So if you have a specific country in mind, then you can also search by time. So when would you want to participate in a project?
Well, I was thinking that now I have this work contract which ends in the end of August. So I was thinking about maybe after that would be a good time.
Okay, so we can look at August forward, and then we can also search by SDG. So for example, if you would like to work for reducing inequalities, you can search for that. And we actually have this really cool project in Costa Rica called Igualiticos, where you would be working with communities. They also have projects available in elderly homes, where you'll be working to create different activities to make sure that they are not like marginalized by the society.
I was actually thinking about something like it would be really nice to try something with the elderly people. They have so much life experience, and I think like from them we can also learn like something valuable lessons from life or other.
That's very true. So a little bit about how this process goes. So now you are in the info session with me. So after this meeting, you can actually already apply for projects.
Okay.
And you already signed up on isaac.org, which is really good.
Okay.
So the next step for you would be to fill up your profile. I know you already started adding some information, but make sure you fill it up completely.
Okay.
Then the next step would be to apply for the projects. After this meeting, I will send you an email where I have a bunch of different projects for you to look at. Then you will have some online interviews with the host countries, usually by Skype or Google Hangouts.
Okay,
Short
so
interview.
I would be in contact with the other country already before?
Yes, because they are looking for EPs with a certain profile. They want to make sure that you are suitable for the project. So you will have a short interview with them.
So does it mean that I would have to have already some skills or something that they would, if they would like select me?
Not necessarily. I think the main thing is the motivation. So if you have the motivation and the desire to really go and make an impact, that's what they're looking for. But obviously you have a relevant background, so it is helpful for you to have this background.
It's good to know.
And then you would make the final decision. So application is not yet the final decision. You would make the final decision if you want to participate only after you have been accepted by the host country.
So I could apply for several places?
Yes, you can apply to as many projects as you want.
That's nice.
Yes. And you can also have interviews with all of them. And you can also ask your questions in the interviews. So you can actually get more information when you're doing that as well. And then once you have accepted the project, you would pay the project fee, which is 400 euros. This project fee goes to cover the expenses of Isaac in Finland. And we also offer different kinds of assistance. For example, the outgoing preparation before you leave, assistance with document preparation, like if you need a visa, for example. For Costa Rica, you don't. But if you apply to another country, maybe you might need one. So we will assist you with that. And and then the process is basically it. Then you're ready to go on your exchange.
Okay, that sounds simple.
Yes. So why don't I get down your email and I will send you the email after this meeting, and then we can keep communicating on WhatsApp if that's okay.
Yes, that sounds good. Here is my email.
Amazing. So thank you, Latinia. It was really nice to meet you.
Thank you.
Yes. I'll see you soon.
See ya.
So finally, I have some tips and tricks for you to make your consultation meetings work. The first one is to be yourself. So remember that you are a young person talking to another young person. So just be yourself, be friendly, connect with them on a personal level. Next is to make sure you ask a lot of questions. This will help you offer them a suitable project. The more you know about them, the more you are able to provide them with a project that really suits their needs. Then always offer projects in our partner countries first, before offering projects in other countries. Like you learned in the frequently asked questions video, you are able to offer projects in other countries, but our country partners always take priority, so make sure you always offer them projects in our partner countries first. Then finally, make sure that they understand the application process, especially when the application becomes binding, and start setting expectations with them about a GB experience. So make sure that they understand this is a challenging experience and they are not going to be there fully taken care of. It will be challenging and they will face hardship. Finally, here are some resources. So here are some slides that you can use for consultation meetings. And then there's also more information on the customer flow and application process, so you have the facts straight, so you can explain to your EPs how exactly the application process works. So with that, I thank you for this video, and I will see you soon.